What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stokastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks in the NBA playoff streets. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video, goes a long way for you. That way you become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of YouTube. But I just hit my elbow so hard. Ow, 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 producer Jacob. You know what? I don't hurt inside. No. Just on the outside on my elbow because I just banged it. But you know what? I'll take pain if it's going to get Miles McBride and Jalen Brunson to basically give me first half covers every single time. The like, the lock, absolute smash. Glad we didn't fire up that Indy money line. Talked about that one in depth, why I didn't do it. And, well, didn't do it. So it was great. Great stuff there in the like and lock department. Hopefully we can keep that going here into Jaden McDaniels, 8.5 points. Please get us there. Double digits. I ended up on some alternates for him as well. But anyway, hit that like button here as we get started because your boy has been smashing now 14-4. 14-5. I'm an absolute liar. That is a 5 in the corner. 14-5 now on locks in the play-in tournament plus playoffs. Kyrie Irving, looking at you. Don't like you right now. You're in trouble. You're a bad boy. We're upset with you. We're going to be betting you again at 20.5. There's no way I'm not. But anyway, that's just going to be a like. So don't worry about that one. We got one lock on the card for you here. Pretty good read here, I think, on this early game. And these points props just been smashing at the right time. So we're going to keep that rolling. Check out BetMGM. But first, check out Odd Shopper, my friends. You've got OS Premium Tools, Discord, Insider Access, $14.95 weekly, $49.95 monthly. If you want to hang out with me, ask me questions, I'll give you answers. Hit me up in the Premium Discord. And it becomes $12 when you use promo code Lindy for your first week, 20% off. Check it all out. And hey, if you appreciate it and hung out and liked that NBA smash from that Knicks-Pacers game, hit that like button. Maybe check out Odd Shopper there for $12. Hang out with your boy. Anyway, sign up for that down below. To the picks we go. We got two games in the association, starting with Cleveland and Boston. And, you know, it's funny because I talk pretty in-depth about things. I try to react to the box score. What is there to react to here other than Donovan Mitchell sat because he was the best player on the floor there in the early section of that series. And now we are looking at an entire evisceration spot where Boston should just blow them out of the water. Donovan Mitchell, questionable. I lean on the side of him not playing basketball here tomorrow or Wednesday. If you're listening to this, it's Tuesday, so tomorrow. For Wednesday, there you are. But Caris LeVert now, also questionable. Jared Allen, still questionable. Think it's very likely we see all three sit and this becomes absolute shambles season. Now, Dean Wade has looked awesome in his minutes on this team. I've always loved him from a defensive perspective, but helping things on the offensive end, just in terms of ball movement, setting screens, doing the dirty work. I don't want to do your dirty work. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, I said I was going to speed this one up because there's really not a lot to talk about. It's probably the least interesting spot, but it is where I have my lock. I'm saying least interesting to watch from a real life perspective. From a betting perspective, there are fun things. Now, I'm leaning Max Strus because if you told me that I got less on 12.5 points for him here, and I knew that Donovan Mitchell and Caris LeVert were playing basketball tomorrow, this would be a smash. We finally saw him join the land of the living, knocking down some shots, and maybe that continues here. Maybe that continues. But more than likely, you're getting an advantageous spot if you guess that news right. But as I've already stated before, at that listed number, I think that is something you might even extend to the over position. If you had Donovan Mitchell and Caris LeVert out for this one, he should just get all the usage. They'll try to up the variance. I think Sam Merrill is probably live to start, which is just an insane thing to say out loud. Marcus Morris would be live to start. Slide Isaac Okoro down. Oh, boy. It is bleak there. Cleveland heading into Boston for Game 5. But Boston minus 15. We get 15. I don't care. Give me 15. There's still 15s available, which is weird that this hasn't moved. This could be 18 if you get Caris LeVert out and Donovan Mitchell out and Jared Allen out. Well, with Mitchell in, won't feel great about that ticket, but I bet him at 13.5 in the game too. Didn't win that one, can tell you that much. But what else can I tell you? Boston is continually undervalued. This should be 18.5 if you knew that all three of them were out. The only reason I'm not going to be putting the full unit on it now is just a little bit of uncertainty. But I realized you can really check out those mornings, who goes through shoot around. You have a pretty clear idea of who's going to be playing and who's not going to be. Also, you can check out the Cleveland account. You can check out them wherever it is and see who has the starters jerseys on. Usually there's a beat reporter or two throwing that out there. Just saying, go to Twitter /X/ whatever you want to call it, Elon's place, and just peruse. It's worth 2-3 minutes of your time every single morning. I do it. You should do it too. I'm going to be doing it and seeing if I should be betting more than just on this 15, like another unit or half unit. Anyway, I have a half unit on Boston minus 15 as it stands right now. So a smaller play than I've had in previous iterations of this series. And we're heading to the smash spot. The only lock that I have here on the card. My favorite play here, it's kind of an investment in Boston minus 15, where obviously I'm on that there for a smaller play, but Peyton Pritchard has played himself into like meaningful rotation minutes. It's not even just blowout spots, but what's nice is in these 20-point type smash spots, Peyton Pritchard is still going to close. We saw 26 minutes for him there in a competitive game. The minutes have ramped up for him, and it might not make sense to say, oh, Kristaps Porzingis is out. It doesn't really affect it. He's different positions. No, they can slide everybody down. They have an opportunity to have Pritchard come in for Holiday and White. They trust his minutes at this point in time, and defensively, as long as he's competent, he's going to be out there. Now exceeded this in 3 of 4, which generally I don't care about, but double digits in each one of those. The usage has been there. He's been efficient as well. 3 for 4 from 3 last time out. I don't know what to tell you other than Peyton Pritchard out on the floor and blowout run looks like a lot of fun. If I'm holding a Boston minus 15 ticket, maybe you combine the two and just say smash. Maybe look at an alternate line. But for me, I'm going to be putting the full unit on Peyton Pritchard over 8.5 points because so many ways in this specific game script, if you get all of those main pieces out from Cleveland, the Peyton Pritchard ends up on the floor closer to those 26 minutes than what we might have thought ahead of time. Now, let's talk about MGM. First bet safety net up to $1,500, friends. Get your bonus bets if your first bet loses. That is down in the video description box below. I've talked about it this entire postseason, but you want to be shopping for the best line in any sport. I don't care if it's NFL, MLB, PGA. Yes, PGA Championship ramping up here this weekend. Looking forward to that in Valhalla. Going to be wet, going to be crazy. But if you want to bet somebody from a long shot perspective there or in the NBA or MLB streets, get BetMGM, $1,500 safety net. That is just basically your first bet that you make, whether it's $50, $100, whatever it is. You get it back in $1,500. You get it back for whatever that number is that you bet in bonus bets if that first bet loses. So great opportunity to take a big swing. And if you miss, you get another swing. Only if you're 21 and over. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. To the last game we go. And to the last game of the evening, Game 5, I have no feel for this one. This is probably the game that I'm the least confident in out of every single game that we've had this entire postseason play-in tournament. I don't know what to make of it, so I'm keeping it pretty straightforward for you. We've seen OKC. I mean, SGA, what an incredible fourth quarter. Not a whole lot that needs to be said. I'm not a talking head. I'm not Stephen A. Smith. I'm not somebody who's going to sit here and give you the adjectives. It's fun. I'm a big fan of sport, but I'm here to tell you betting stuff, so let me tell you betting stuff. PJ Washington under 15.5 points is a lean. I don't know what to make of it, but he's on the floor for eternal minutes. They need him defensively on SGA. They need him defensively on a number of pieces there on the OKC team. Hopefully he can keep playing well. It's fun to watch him come from Charlotte in obscurity into this spot, but we're going to just start off the card here. Lean PJ Washington under 15.5 points, but it's going to be very hard to imagine a world where I end up pulling the trigger on it. As for the only play I have from this game, and shouldn't surprise you, we just bet him at 22.5, looked at some alternate lines. I know a lot of you are going to feel burned, but buying low is the best opportunity you have in these kind of spots. And I looked at the OKC side of things. We're going to see Giddey eventually not start for this basketball team if they continue on to the next round or potentially a game 7 here. But for a game 5 here, I'm not going to say that they're just automatically going to do it. Everything looks pretty efficient on that side of it, but 20.5 is a really low number, even on the road here for Kyrie Irving. He averages 25 per game on the regular season. He only was playing 35.5 minutes per game. He's going to play 41, 42, 44 minutes potentially if they really push it and it stays close here. I think you got to be in on a play there no matter what kind of health he or Luka or anybody else is dealing with. All I know is Luka, 6 for 20, 42 points, 18, 12, and 10. The weakest looking triple-double you'll see in a long time, but Kyrie Irving over 20.5. I have to be there for it, and a lock. I do not have one from this game, so I'm not going to waste your time. I'm here to be efficient. Check out MLB Lindy's if you're looking for a lot more volume, going basically half units there, but Kyrie Irving, half unit. The only thing that I got on this game, probably the least amount I've had on any game so far this entire NBA play-in or playoffs. So fire it up. Let's get ourselves the heck up out of here. I'll see you Thursday. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Go to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays that exist on the board for this lovely little two-gamer we have before us here on on Wednesday. I'll see you on Thursday. Look at that. I know days. Thank you, producer Jacob, per usual. Until next time, friends, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets. Let's keep this train rolling. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Wednesday.